Now we're talking.
Harry, are you originally from Arkansas?
I grew up there. I moved there when I was like 9 or 10. Um, and I went to high school all the way up to high school and college, graduated college there. So yeah, but I was born in New York. I was born in Long Island. Um, I lived a lot of different places growing up. Um, yeah. So I like I spent the most formative majority of my life in the state of Arkansas, which was really crazy. I was like super non-ideal. Um, I lived in this town called Hot Springs, where my mom's family lives. Lives still, I guess, and did back when my parents got divorced. I'm really dumping on it right now, but I'm just still talking. Yeah, I'm from fucking Arkansas, I guess. Shit, yeah, really.
Um,
But it's
so
you know
yeah,
it's weird because most people think that like when you're from Arkansas you're like I'm from Arkansas, like I fucking drive fucking four-wheeler shit, but I never really, I don't know, I never really like took on to much southernisms. Um
I don't know shit about Arkansas. I just know it's mentioned in that Edward Sharp song, you know.
the song everyone's hating on this week for some reason. Everyone's gonna forget about that. Like no one's gonna remember like what I'm talking about.
Dude, like I didn't keep up with them at all, you know. I mean, I did like that song when it was out, maybe like another song of them, but I saw like an article that like that chick was like a big junkie and like that the band fell apart and all this shit. Like I was like,
Damn.
what?
Ed Sharp couldn't keep it together, huh?
No, the girl, the chick that sang on that song with him, I guess they were like lovers or something, and brought
Oh, but
she
she
kind of
ate this.
caused
She carried the track though. Like it's
she
fun.
did,
It's like Ed
yeah.
Sharp's. It's like his name, but like she ate the hardest. Alabama, Arkansas. Oh my God, let's go. Mm. I don't know. I
Um,
don't know actually that how I feel about that song because it's like one of those cultural products that's so you've heard it so many thousands of times that it's lost all meaning, like it's like totally you just have this empty response to it every single time of like being like I recognize that song. you know
so I don't know why this song just came up when you said that, but this one still kind of slaps, and it's like the hidden meaning behind it too. It's like, oh shit, the
Bro, you about to say
fucking
pumped up kicks?
yeah.
Dude, yeah, bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, you're open book, man. Wow, dude, that's
You're reading
crazy.
me too much, bro. I don't like this.
I can't stop guessing your fucking can't stop reading your fucking mind, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't believe I guessed exactly what city in Texas you're from. What
I
city, what
I'm
tiny
so
town in Texas you're from.
fucked, bro.
I guess it's kind of a city.
Next,
I guess McAllen, Texas is kind of a city.
okay, what horoscope
It's-
do you think I am now?
Oh fuck, dude. I would never ever ever be able to get this. Like a Capricorn?
I don't know if you're close or not, but Gemini.
Oh, bro, that was so obvious.
Shut the fuck.
I don't
Um,
know. Yeah, I don't know. That's not that's Wait, so what month is that? I don't even know what month that is.
May,
Oh, it's the month
late
of
May.
May. Oh, wow. So your birthday happened rather recent.
Yeah, like a couple months ago. Yeah, yeah.
How old did you
Uh,
become?
dude, I'm fucking old. I'm 31.
That's not that old, bro. That's barely older than I am.
I feel old because for some reason all the people that I've interacted with recently are fucking younger than me, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude, where the fuck are like the 30-year-olds?
Oh, dude, they just keep it low key. They keep it pretty low key, I think. They're
Mm.
um yeah, but no, I mean I'm 27, so I
Oh,
am not
you're approaching.
yeah. People keep saying to me you're getting up there. I'm like, dude, don't say that. Don't say that to people. That's so weird. You're
Dude,
getting up
and
there.
I trained this really young chick yesterday at my job. I think she's 18 or 19, and she's like, "How old are you?" I was like, and she's like, "You look like you're 21." I'm like, "Bless your heart, child. You're too
That's really
kind."
sweet. That's really sweet. I bet she was a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's nice, but I was
Wait,
like,
train? What does that even mean? Do you work, are you a gymnast?
no, it's just like literally just fucking training a new person, like a new
Oh,
employee.
I'm done training for like the job. Okay, we're I'm so fucking I'm tripping, bro. That's so funny. Oh, what do you work? What do you do for work?
Night audit at a hotel.
Oh, right, because
Well,
you work in the night shift. That's right. You work in the night?
yeah, bro. 12 to
Oh my
8.
God. Whew. Damn, man. Is it at least like fun? Like a little?
It's chill. I'll say that. Like I mean, I do most of my like research for bands and stuff as I'm just
Mm,
fucking bored out of my skull there. And I do get the occasional weirdos though. I guess that's the fun part, having to like,
yeah.
tell people you get out of here.
Yeah. Go on, get. Yeah, dude. But the weirdos are the people. What is a
No,
weirdo
I
but
mean,
like the perfect emblem of the people?
there's a Motel 6 right next door, so I tell them, you get on over there. You fucking you belong
You
over there.
you belong at the Motel 6 and not this high-end establishment. What's the name of your hotel? The La
Um,
Quinta Inn, bro.
Comfort Inn,
Oh, it's a Comfort Inn.
Comfort Inn. Yeah,
That's clever that they call it that. Wow.
it's comforting. Yeah.
Damn. Oh, well, I hope you make mad bands, bro, at the Comfort Inn. I hope you
I
get
mean,
mad discount on bedding on fucking on room and
on
on rooms. I
bed
don't know.
bugs, on bed
On
bug
bed
ridden.
bugs. I hope they I hope there's some sort of merit to all that for you.
Dude, they're fucking pricks, man. Like some shitty employee, I guess, ruined it for all of us. They made us
Whoa.
uh re-sign some like contract thing about we're not allowed to use our discounts anymore. But I mean, I never really travel and shit, so I haven't used it. But it's like, what the fuck, dude? How are we gonna get cheap rooms now? What the fuck?
How am I gonna
I mean,
dude, how am I gonna get cheap rooms? I have no access to cheap rooms. It's like, dude, this is the only other thing we get other than money from this place. Like the
exactly. What
only
the
other thing. Like you really can't just like budge on that. What were they doing? Were they like prostituting out people outside of their fucking outside of rooms or some shit?
Straight up, that's my theory too. I mean, what the fuck? Like a brothel type of shit.
Dude, was he running a brothel in a fucking hotel in a fucking Comfort Inn room? Like that would be because like that's severe. Like now nobody gets discounts because this one guy did something that
I
bad.
know,
Like
dude. It's like
that's
that
severe.
rotten apple fucking thing.
Damn,
But
dude. It fucking sucks being a worker today, man. It sucks. Working sucks. There's never been. That's not true. I cannot say it's never been worse. I mean, it's definitely not. It's like we used to put kids in chimneys, have them sweep them.
I
Shit.
saw some video where you said that you work like at a cupcake bakery or some shit. Was that one of your shittiest jobs or
Oh yeah, I
the
did do that. I wonder what video that would be in. But I did do that for like single digits months, I think. I don't know. I
really?
really could not imagine, or I could not actually pinpoint exactly how long I'd worked there, but
Was that
yeah,
the shittiest job you've had or was there
oh
another
dude,
one?
I don't know. I used to work in like this sweatshop where we were baking cupcakes. Like that was crazy. There was like no AC. There was no Yeah, there's like nothing. It was crazy. And it was like we had to go into work like really early, like 5 a.m. to like beat the heat because they didn't want to spend the money on like getting like air conditioning,
AC.
like getting central AC and shit. So they were just like,
Oh
yeah, like
shit.
we're just gonna come in really early so that it's not as hot outside, and then we could be out of here by like noon when it's just starting to get hot instead of it is hot. It was super fucked up. Yeah, I've worked a shit. I pretty much only worked shitty jobs in this life, for sure.
Same. I usually ask, what have you been listening to lately? Like, music wise, but I'm gonna retract that question and ask, have you seen any good movies lately?
Oh yes, yes. Last night I watched Michael Moore's capitalism documentary. It's called I can't remember. It's just called Capitalism or something. And and it was it was just really because it came out in 2009, but it's just like, the shit he talks about is like hitting the fan harder than ever now.
Mm.
Um, and I've been watching Fight Club a bunch. I've been watching the movie Fight Club like over and over again because I fucking love that movie so much. And I think it's like so fucking relevant. Like I think it's so like we need a Fight Club now. Like the modern world needs a fucking this contemporary America needs a fucking Fight Club for sure. Because like um yeah, I think everybody's losing their marbles a bit, and like that's totally what the movie seems to be about. But I've been yeah, dude. I'm always watching good shit. Always
David
watching good shit.
David Fincher directed that one, right? I think.
David Fincher, yes. Um, Absolutely amazing. You got Brad Pitt, Ed Norton. Oh my God, it's like I'm convinced it's a masterpiece for sure. I hadn't seen it in like since I was like a kid or something. And obviously when I was a kid I like didn't understand it in any way, shape, or form. So like it was basically like I never saw it. And so I like watched it like a few weeks ago for the first time. I was like, this is what this fucking movie's about? Holy shit. Like I was like totally I forgot that that movie's like kind of just not even really about a fight club. Like it's about everything else, like about
Mm-hmm.
fucking everything.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
movie is just literally about everything. Um and God, it just does so much. I love that movie. I think that movie
You've
is a crowning achievement.
you've ever read the book?
I know I never have read the book. What's that guy's name? Chuck Palahniuk. I never read
Yeah,
it.
it's a
No. I've
weird
always
ass
wanted
last name.
to.
Nuke.
I've always wanted to
Yeah,
read it.
it's I don't know if you ever read like Bret Easton Ellis stuff.
Oh, like fucking American Psycho.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's kind of in that style, like kind of like dark
yeah,
humor shit, you know?
that makes sense. Those feel related to me. Those feel related to me. Well, because like American Psycho is like totally about blue collar work, or sorry, about
Mm-hmm.
white collar work, and then Fight Club is like about transcending it. Whereas like I guess American Psycho is about how it just like will tear you apart. Or I don't know. I don't actually really know what American Psycho is about, like deep down. Like I know it's um
Capitalism.
I mean, yeah, it's totally just about like the detachment of of one's drives uh in under the system of capitalism or whatever. Um there's probably some like surveillance critique in there or something, and But I
Yeah.
also just like I haven't seen that movie in so long. Like that's also a movie I haven't really seen since I was like a teen. Because it's like it's also one of those movies. It's just fucking like Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic fucking Zeros, bro. Like you fucking see like you see it's the same clips of it all day every day throughout like all of the early 2020s and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
that the movie starts to lose meaning and you start to just totally forget what that fucking movie is even really fucking about. Um like I don't remember. Like, does it turn out he didn't actually do it or something? Or does it turn out like I don't fucking even remember the ending at
That's
all.
yeah, that's like the
Or like the joke is that like no one believes him or whatever. Like he can't confess. Is that what it is?
yeah, it's like a fucking one of those like did he do it, did he not do it type of endings? Like is it all
Okay.
in his head? Like
Oh
I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's such a easy cop out, but then again, it was like an early 2000s movie. So
Yeah, that was such an early 2000s trope. I like that Fight Club, it just makes it obvious. It's like, yeah, dude, the guy is in his head. Like, we're not even gonna make that a little up for debate. Like, there's no way to interpret it other than this guy is making the other guy up, you know?
I think like we said we haven't seen it in a long time. So I think the biggest mind fuck for me was like holy shit, Jared Leto was in this? What the fuck is he
Oh
doing
yeah,
here?
I forget about I so forget about and Meatloaf. Fucking Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, Meatloaf's in it. Oh dude, I love them. It's so good. Fucking I think like the scene where they're like the scene where they're like his name was Robert Paulson. Like that scene is like the funniest thing I've ever like seen in my entire life. Sorry, I've got this like balanced on my laptop because the webcam on my laptop, I recently spilled water all over it. So it has
Jeez.
been compromised and now I just have my iPad sitting on the laptop and it's just I'm just sort of kind of letting it find Ian. But so if it falls, sorry y'all.
Nah. Have you seen the Killer by Fincher?
I haven't actually seen that. No.
I think it's his latest one. Think so. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
It's with
Oh, what?
that Michael Fassbender guy.
Oh yeah, Fastbender.
I think
Um,
he's a
I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff.
yeah. I think he's kind of an underrated dude. Like he's been in a lot of shit that I've seen, but I just feel like he doesn't get the praise enough, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, it's a pretty good movie. Like I saw some bad reviews on it, but I liked it. I
You a
thought it was
movie
pretty
guy,
good.
huh?
You know,
You like a
I'm a
good
big
movie.
movie dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah?
I
You're
just
like a bu are you a buff?
not a buff. I'm more just like I just like movies. You know, I
Yeah.
get really into them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like
What's
I
your
just
favorite movie?
watched. Oh, that's a good question. I have a letterbox of like the top four shit. You know.
Okay, yeah. What's something in your top four?
You've ever seen Harold and Maude?
Oh, I love Harold and Maude.
I love that
That's
movie.
an
Yeah.
incredible movie. I haven't seen it in a long, long time though. Well, not that long. I probably saw it like 3 or 4 years ago when it like came to the Criterion channel or something. Um, but oh, I really, really. This is also another weird thing about the iPad, by the way.
It
You see
zooms
this?
in.
You see that zoom shit? That's so
Yeah.
weird because it's like how is the lens? I don't know. It's just like the lens is like dynamic. So if I like move around, it'll literally like follow me. Well, yeah. See, isn't that fucked
Oh,
up?
what
That's
the
so
fuck?
weird, bro.
Big brother shit.
That's so wild. I kind of hate it personally. Like I sort of
It's
kind of
kind of
hate it.
creepy. Another favorite of mine is Punch Drunk Love. You seen
Mm,
that one?
yeah, yeah. That's PTA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't really remember anything about it other than Adam Sandler, you know, is like the
Dude,
thing that I really remember about it.
you know, it's funny because PTA has so many good ones in his
Yeah,
filmography,
yeah.
but for some reason that's the one that I've rewatched the most and yeah, it really resonated for me for some reason.
Mm,
I think just because like Sandler is such a fucking odd guy in that. Like he's not even like he's not really like the usual funny guy in it. He's
Yeah,
actually like this awkward dude.
right. It's like
Um,
seeing Jim Carrey in like the number 23 or like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where
right. Yeah.
he's not just cracking zingers all the time
Yes.
and
Yeah,
being
yeah.
being a character, being ridiculous.
I think I just really like the simplicity of it, you know, like
Mm,
it's not doing too much, but it's
yeah.
still like a nice like love story, you know, like a
Mm,
weird love story and it's kind of unique in its own way. Yeah,
yeah.
I really like that
Yeah.
one.
I like Magnolia. I really like Magnolia. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that's a
that's a
really incredible film. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman like so much.
fuck yeah.
Rip, dude, I miss that guy so bad. But like I love like pretty much anything he's in. Like, dude, he's amazing in Boogie Nights. He's so creepy and horrible in Boogie Nights. And like I love how he starts his career playing all these like super reprehensible characters. Like, dude, he's in this Todd Solondz movie called Happiness.
Happiness, yeah.
You seen that movie?
No, I've heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gotta
I've read.
watch that, man. He is so fucking whack in that movie. It's so awesome. He is an absolute fucking freak. This is weird. Why is it just doing its own cinematographical choices here? Like
It's
it is
directing
changing the
it.
fucking camera for its own. Yes, it is doing its own thing. I'm not even really moving. It's just doing it on its own. That's so weird. I hate it. I hate it so bad. But yeah. Yeah, he's like always, he's like in the beginning of the career like at Boogie Nights, he's like playing these like kind of yuckos and then I love like he's in The Master, right? Like he plays like
Hmm.
the cult leader dude and like it's such a like magnum opus performance for him, I feel like.
Yeah.
He feels so serious in the role and like so mature even though he was
Yeah,
always
dude.
playing these sort of like dolts.
It's
Him in that
crazy,
Todd
right?
Solondz
Yeah.
movie is crazy, dude. That is a crazy Philip Seymour Hoffman performance. For
I
sure.
really liked him in Mission Impossible 3 too.
I
He's a
forgot
really good.
he was in Mission Impossible. Wow. Yeah. He's like it's crazy to think of him as like a high profile actor. You know, because he is, of
Hmm.
course. Like everybody knows who he is, but he's also got like, he's got like an Instagram page that he hasn't posted since 2014 on for obvious reasons. And it's got like a few thousand followers or something.
No
No one's
shit.
found it. It's just there. It's just got a couple photos of like his kids. It's like just a normal dude.
Oh,
It's just a normal IG. Like it's just super
oh, dude.
super normal. Back when like
His
no Instagram pages could just be somebody's like normal social
mhm. Diary
like mediation or whatever. Like
mhm.
yeah, exactly, sure. Like it's not like somebody's like trying to sell their like how entertaining they are or whatever.
Product and shit.
Yeah.
His son, dude. He's been stepping up to the acting game too.
Oh, is Philip
Seen him
Seymour
in.
Hoffman's son acting?
Yeah, I saw him in. I
Really?
think he was in fucking the PTA, the new PTA movie, Licorice Pizza.
Oh
Uh,
wow. I never saw it actually with the Himes with Lana Heim
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. Yeah. I
And
don't
he was also in that Saturday night fucking what do you call it? Like kind of like a reenactment movie or a biopic. There we go, biopic.
mm,
Saturday Night Live,
mm.
like the formation of it. Yeah, he's
Oh,
been
I never saw that.
he's
I
been in a
did
couple things, but
hmm. Philip Seymour what what's his name?
that's the question that I keep blanking on. Like I want to say Cooper, but I could be wrong. You gotta give it a goog. I
I gotta
I'm
get
bad
so
with names.
gook. You're
I'm bad with names on that shit.
not that bad with
Uh,
names if you're into directors and shit, I guess.
True. Okay, so like I guess directors are a little easier, but the actors, it's because there's so many of them that I fucking.
Dude, there is an insane amount of actors to remember. People are always like, "Oh, dude, that guy in there," and I'm just like, "Who the fuck is that guy in that movie? Who is
I'll
that?"
only remember them like fucking Michael Fassbender. I'll only remember him if I've seen him in so much shit, you know. Then
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, who the fuck is that guy? You
yeah. It's like, yeah, like Vincent D'Onofrio is not in that many fucking movies. So like that, it's like who's just gonna pull his name out on any given day? But like there are some people who
know.
just know all the names. They know everybody. Like they know every single person who's ever touched a movie for some reason. I guess it's like it's something that's really fun to get obsessed with, you know. It's just like who like the people who make movies, you know. Like it's like I don't know, it's like musicians and fucking people in band, like obscure members of bands, you know, who like might have a side project that no one's ever listened to or whatever.
Dude, this is cool because it's totally different from the usual like music questions that I do. Like, I mean, if people really do watch this episode by episode, we're like, what the fuck are they talking about movies so much for? But no, I
Oh,
just
dude, I do movies way more than I do music, you know, like I
mhm.
spend way more time watching movies than listening to tunes. I feel like I don't really spend that much time listening to tunes, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. It's not something I'm always doing all the time, you know? Like I find myself being absolutely crippled by choice.
Oh, okay.
Unless I
Yeah, because
like
it
need to listen to something, you know?
yeah, because there's so much stuff now. You're just like, what the fuck? Do There's so much to choose from.
Dude, there's like essentially infinite amount, like m much more than a human could ever sort through in their lifetime. Like many, 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 many times over, I'm sure. Um, and yeah, it kind of loses some of its charm the more that recurs, you know.
Dude, some guy that I used to record with, I remember he told me this random fact about like kind of like a science kind of fact about the music that we jump back to. um it kind of it kind of deals with our formative years, like the stuff that we listen from like a certain ages. We always tend to go back to those and like
I buy
re-listen
that.
for some reason.
I super buy that. I still fucking I have no idea why, but I still love Death Cab for Cutie so much. Like I don't talk to anybody about it. I keep it to myself. But like it's like, dude, like you're like a fucking 13-year-old kid. You had your Pod Nano and you were listening to fucking Death Cab albums. Like, yeah, you're gonna go back to it at some point when you're, you know, in your late 20s. Um, it's just it's just there's something so because when you're a kid, you kind of do be like putting shit on repeat, you know, like you just gotta do listen to a
Hmm.
lot. Like at least I did. Like I guess now it's different because you have unlimited access to like every recording ever made at any given moment. But you know, and like back in when you had like an iPod Nano, you had like 200 songs that you downloaded illegally to choose from. Like so, I guess it was just yeah, it was just like um maybe that is why I'm like, oh, like, kids are so like they love to
Formative
just
years.
like, put that shit on repeat. But uh but maybe they do. I don't know. Because the thing is I definitely did. Like I fucking listened to the same dumb shit over and over and over again. Like definitely.
Yeah, I still go back, like sometimes I'll randomly be like, I feel like listening to this song, and it's like a song I replayed heavily like in high school or middle school. I'd be like,
Mm.
fuck, dude, like I
Like
mean
what?
there's um so my death cab, I guess, was a solo dude, but in that kind of vein of like kind of like folky sad stuff would be like Elliott Smith, I
Oh my
played a lot
God,
of
dude, that's my
those.
boy. That's my boy. That's my fucking boy. That's the right fucking answer right
I
there,
love that
Christian. I
dude,
f dude, uh, he it was just his birthday
yeah. Yeah, dude.
last week.
I reposted this video of him playing in front of like some weird fucking like children's show or something. Have you seen that clip?
Oh, the one where he's like on like Charlie Rose or some shit. And he's playing Clementine. What was the name of
Yes.
this? What was the name of that show? Was it Charlie Rose? I
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
I don't I don't
But
know. I
it
don't
was
know
like
the
it was like a like early morning. It was like a morning show.
yeah, and they're
And
all
there's
like
like that puppet. Like there's like
there's
this
a
guy with a
puppet.
fucking dumb puppet, and they're all being like really kind of they're all being kind of condescending to him the whole time. And
Yes, dude. They're being like kind of dicks,
they're like,
and
Elliot, don't come over, don't reach over here and stab me. You look so upset. Like, or some shit like
and he
that.
shuts them all up. He shuts them all up when he starts playing. I love
I
it.
kind of
Like
have my theory is that they kind of I can't actually tell if they really the people that were there were fucking with it or not, you know, but because especially like I don't know, it's like to me like Clementine is like one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Like I would be so enchanted to have been in that room, right? But like I wonder how much just like a normal because like that was totally a show for just like the normiest of normies. Like they were talking about how his record label was called Kill Rock Stars and how like violent that was. And he's like, dude, I didn't name the fucking label. Like shut up. Like why are you even talking? Like they're just like so like totally normal people. So I'm like, wow, like Elliott's music is pretty. I don't know. It's like dark. It's like really low tuned and it's gutty and dark and I don't know.
but
I wonder.
beautiful
I
at the
actually
same time.
wonder if that because that's what people say all the time. They're like, oh, dude, like it's crazy that they fucking they were immediately so entranced by his performance after they were being so rude to him. But I wonder if they were just had to be quiet because for obvious reasons, like
I
right?
mean,
Like the
dude,
producer was probably like, guys, don't fucking talk when he's playing because like we paid him money to be here and shit,
so I reposted that clip and it was on this like I don't know, it's called brunch something page and on Insta I commented like I like how I like how everyone was quietly in awe cuz of him and RIP legend, right? And then dude, that shit has almost 1,000 likes. Like people
That's
still
crazy.
are liking that comment. I'm like, I guess people really fuck with what I said or they think that's true too. So let's
Good
just
for
go
you,
with that.
bro.
Let's just go with
No.
them being shut up because of how awesome he is.
Yeah. I do want to believe that is the truth. TBH. Because I really do think that Elliot, I do think the world of him. I do think that he is just one of the most captivating performers of all time. And I would have shat
It feels
myself if
nice.
I was there. I would have been like, holy shit, that's like first time I ever heard that song, I was like, that's like the best song I ever fucking heard in my fucking life. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude.
A really good fucking song. That's a banger. I've been on self-title, Ellie Smith self-title all week. So maybe I'm lying a
Oh,
bit when
really?
I'm like, oh, I never really j jammed tunage. It's like I have been on the self-title this week. That is
It
a good fucking album.
feels nice to meet a fellow Elliot head because, dude, I shit you not. I've debated and no, I've pretty much have wanted to name like my unborn like baby girl Clementine because how much I love that song. But
That's really sweet.
I have such a Mexican last name that it'd be so fucking like
It'd be like a
unbalanced and
jarring a jarring dynamic between the first and last name.
yeah.
Yeah,
But fuck it.
you could always just change your last name. Did you know that you can like you and your wife or husband or whomever you marry one day, like when you get married, you can just make up a last name if you want that you both share. Like it doesn't have to be your God-given surname, you know? And I
Okay.
that kind of makes it now that I know that that's the case, I think that's actually really fun. A really fun little
Mm.
side quest that you can go on with your partner when you decide to get married is that you guys could also just totally reinvent yourselves.
Maybe I'll take you up on that. Like when I marry someone, I'll fucking be like, you know what? Can I just have your last name? Like some Jack White shit?
Yeah, you could also just take your wife's last name too, which I think some dudes totally think is a power play because it is a
Really?
power play. I don't know. Kind of. I mean, it's kind of cool to be like I don't even care that like we're not going with my last name. Because like, dude,
Yeah.
genuinely, like I kind of if I'm like deciding to make one and they have a really badass last name, I'm gonna go for it, dude. Like I want that last name. Like I want that cool.
Yeah.
I want that improved moniker. You feel?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Do you have any like real questions? Or like, do you have like any
That's
questions about? Dude, I'm having a great time, by the way, man. You're an awesome hang.
the reason that that question made me laugh is kind of like you got any actual questions, you fucking dickhead? Like
Well, dude, no, I do. No, I feel like I tend to be really distracting and like I really tend to take people very far from the point
you
or like
you
um
kind of do, sir, but in a good
I
way.
was a joy to have in the classroom like project group, you know,
Oh,
because like in
yeah, I would have tried to partner up with you on that shit.
we would have got nothing done, you know, like we would have been fucked. We would have been screwed.
Now I
Like
just
we
want
would
to
have.
keep talking about Elliot, bro. But nah, we'll keep it rolling.
Dude, I was talking to Elliot, bro. I love him, man. He's really my boy. That is, dude, but the thing about Elliot is that I just discovered Elliot only like 2, 3 years ago. Like
No.
I never had Elliot like growing up or anything. So that, but to me, I feel like that is what makes him so special because I'm like, I don't really have like anything else that like I feel like I just got to and like later, like in adulthood, you know?
How about Jeff Buckley? You ever fuck with him
Yeah, and he's another guy that I feel like I only got on in
recently?
like after COVID, you know, like
Mm.
just sort of like never really jammed that guy. But like I also listened to Elliott Smith and Jeff Buckley, who I do really like Jeff Buckley as well. He was just a really interesting guy, but like I also totally feel like if I would have listened to them when I was like a teen, I would have like hated it. Like I would have thought it was so dumb.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm trying to connect this with that interview I was watching that you did that you don't remember at all. You at a certain point you mentioned that you don't really listen to like solo acoustic dudes. So this is kind of like, it's kind of funny because that's what they kind of are, and it's kind of cool that you you're more accepting of that now, I guess, or like fuck with that type of music.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what the context would have been because like maybe I mean were they just talking about like the dumbest like solo acoustic dudes ever or um
I can't
like
remember. I just remember that standing out to me because I was like, oh, okay. No, you kind of just say like I don't really listen to that stuff. But the context, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really remember
oh
too
dude, I didn't
well.
expect you would not expect you to be able to recall. But I mean yeah like I definitely
Oh, Charles
very
Manson. Sorry to cut you off. Charles Manson. You guys were talking about
oh about
that.
Charles Manson's music. Wait,
Yeah,
that's
dude. Yeah,
dope, dude.
yeah.
That's crazy that we were talking about that. I think Charles Manson has some pretty good songs. I think he has some I mean he obviously doesn't has some dumb ones and he also sucks. But um
So
he
these
has some
dudes,
really dope songs though.
these dudes, like I said, they brought up Scientology, and then that got you
I
talking
wonder who
about
these dudes
cult.
are, man. I totally forgot about that. Like I haven't even, I just genuinely don't.
I'll send you the I'll send you the link to the video so you can kind of like refresh, But
Scientology, dude.
you
That's
you
funny.
talked about cult shit, and then you mentioned, hey, have you listened to Charles Manson's music? And they're like, no. He's like, and then you're like, it's actually pretty good. And then they're like, so what does it sound like? And you're like, oh, it's just him and a guitar, right? And you're like, but I don't know if people think it's good just because of like what a fucking famously
I
crazy
don't
person made,
I don't know, man.
or
Like,
because it's
give me
actually
your
good.
game, girl. Like, there's some good song. There's some good fucking Charles Manson. Like, he's got a couple hits. Like, he's got some songs that are actually
Pretty good.
good. I wouldn't just I don't think I would just say like, oh, dude, he's awesome just because he's like of very he's very famous for killing Sharon Tate. But I genuinely think that some of those tracks are like kind of rock.
Yeah,
They totally do. He
I
like
agree.
died. He like totally died and like nobody even really thought about it, didn't he? Right?
Dude,
That-
you want to hear a shitty joke I did before he died?
What?
It, was- it got like two laughs. Um, before he died, he got married to someone. Did you know about that?
Whoa, really?
Yeah, some crazy chick like married him
I
while he
can't
was,
believe they let you get married in prison.
so I said this like at a fucking like at a shitty bar or something, and I was like, yeah, so Charles Manson got married recently. I was like, so I guess you can say he's doing two life sentences.
That's gold. It's gold, bro. That's really
Yeah,
funny.
really relatable stuff, I know.
Dude, I actually don't know that much about Charles Manson. I would be the first to admit. He really had that much life outside of prison, really, technically. Did
I
he?
just know like a little basic stuff, like that he was a failed musician. He was like in and out of institutions his whole life. He had a bad childhood. I want to say that he got rejected or something by like the Beach Boys, like some of the members from the
Oh,
Beach Boys.
yeah, that's right, dude. The Beach Boys knew him.
Yeah,
Right? Like,
and
that's
he
crazy.
just kind of like showed up at their house one time uninvited, and he was like trying to show them his music, and they're like, "Dude, fuck off. We don't, like, who are you?" And that kind of, I guess, pushed him into the downward spiral. I don't know. What's an early musical memory of yours?
How early?
The earliest you got, or just a random one that comes to mind?
Bro, being bored as shit all the time, little ass kid in Arkansas, I have nothing to do but just play on little fucking guitars and keyboards and drums that my dad passed down to me.
Your dad was a musician or what?
Yes. Yeah, he dabbled in music. Well, he like really wanted to be a rock star and stuff, but he's like just never was. He's just like loves the Beatles. He loves like dad rock shit like a lot. And I remember like he should drop music when I was like a baby and shit. But yeah, no, he doesn't really do much with it anymore. He plays like fucking like dad band gigs at the fucking bar down the road and shit still,
Hell
but
yeah.
other than that,
Like like Creed and shit or what?
no, no, dude, they will not play anything from the 21st century at all in in those circles. They are
Like
playing
the
like Van Halen and fucking
okay, yeah.
they are playing Rolling Stones, The Who, like they're playing fucking British
The
Invasion shit.
Animals.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll play that
Uh,
stuff. Yeah. Um Because dads are stubborn, dude. They don't want to have anything to do with music of that is less than
Current.
4 decades old, bro. Which
But
I guess I
do
get that.
you do you think that'll be us in the future too, or what do you think?
I don't know. Like, I mean, like, if you think about how everybody grows up thinking that like stuff is a certain way, and then by the time that it starts to become a different way, you start to feel like the world is unintelligible. Like, that's probably pretty aggravating. Like it's probably totally justifiable why old people can be so crotchety about the cultural products of youths and all that. But I don't know.
Hmm.
The thing is that like we're like, you're a millennial. I like fucking we grew up in like balls deep in like the postmodern condition or like all of culture is like sort of on our radar.
Hmm.
Obviously not, like a broad strokes version of it. Like we don't really like we're not really behind on stuff like people who like the generation before, like the first internet generations probably were, when they were like genuinely like less media tech savvy, because they just didn't spend their entire childhoods on a fucking desktop mouse
Device.
or something. Yeah, exactly. Um, so I don't know, I kind of have a feeling that we're a little bit like better equipped to be more tolerant. Also, like being tolerant was really pushed on us in our formative years, because that was the Obama years, I
Mm.
guess. Um, at least for me, I guess you probably have some Bush memories. You probably have plenty of Bush memories.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking, yo, should I call him Harrison or Harry? And then that made me think, dude, if my name was Harry, I would love the last name Bush.
Because it's gross.
Well, because of you put both of them together, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of the of the Bush or what?
Of the last name Bush. Well, I hate the Bush dynasty. Like it's already a pretty tainted name, uh
Yeah, for sure.
by for just from obvious reasons.
But Harry Bush, dude, that's like an iconic
That's pretty
name.
funny. That's kind of a blast.
And when did you start making art?
Like in general, any kind.
Yeah, or taking it more serious, like, because how do you say it? Dofe or Dofi?
Oh, you on the Dove, bro? You on the Dove?
Dopamine.
I don't know, man. I drew little comics and books when I was like a kid. Like I'd go to my mom's like printer and I would just like steal like a bunch of pages, like indiscriminate amount of pages, and then just like fold them hamburger style. I love the camera was like doing some cool shit.
Hey, side
Fold,
question. Is there a director you know that kind of does like the zoom in shots?
I guess Hitchcock does the dolly pull.
It's like on Hitchcock
Um,
mode, right?
It's on Hitchcock mode. I would steal like pieces of paper from a printer and I would like
Oh,
fold them in
yeah.
half. I would like staple them together. I would just like however many pages that made, I would just like make little like comics or just like little novels or whatever about like a fucking robot dog or some shit. And it was fun because it's
So
just
that
like,
that's your
but I didn't really
earliest
do
memories with that.
a lot of art. I pretty much only did music like my entire teens, like I didn't really, I totally forgot that I was even into visual art at all when I was a kid. But like the first job I ever wanted to have was like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a cartoonist.
Mm.
Like I genuinely wanted to make fucking comics and shit, and I thought it was so fun to make cartoons. So I always kind of had this weird like attraction to cartoons. Um, I like that they're like, I don't know, like they totally just negate the real world, like in a very big, like they like laugh exclusively at the stupidity of the real world. Like it's just all about being like, isn't the real world so fucking ridiculous? Like that's basically like the premise of like every cartoon. Um, and I love that. That's cool. That's tight. It's fun, yeah. So I probably didn't really start doing it like for real again until I was like 17, like 18 or something. I like got into like um honestly just started thinking that it was cool that people drew and posted their drawings on Instagram, and I was just like, I want to do that even though I can't draw. And I just did it like so much. I because I just like had an Instagram page where I would just post like multiple times a day, just like stupid shit that I drew on my phone. And you know, then I started making a move because like it's easy to like just string images together and make a little GIF or whatever. And then yeah, I don't know. Now it's like still, I mean, it's always been just fun to do, but I don't know. Like it's kind of cool that some people think it's really fun and cool and funny looking.
You know what some of the your cartoons reminded me of? I don't know if you ever seen like
What is
Super
that?
Joe.
I love Super Jail, dude. I love, love, love Super Jail. Super Jail is one of my faves, actually. Super Jail is my
Another
shit.
like hidden gem, you know, I feel like not a lot of people uh were on that.
For obvious reasons, I guess. For very
Dude,
obvious reasons.
you know what you know what the most recent one I've been really into? I need to finish it, but me and my girl were watching and we were cracking up with the what is it? Yo-Yo or no, YOLO? I
YOLO Crystal
forgot like
Fantasy?
yeah.
I actually haven't watched a lot of YOLO Crystal Fantasy, but that's the guy who did Smiling Friends too.
Yeah. I
Um,
love Smiling Friends, dude.
Smiling Friends is a blast. It is so much fun. I'm a fan.
Okay, so we talked about McAllen a bit, you know, pre-interview, and
Yeah, I fucking
I'm
called that this guy was from McAllen, by the way. That was crazy.
so
That
when you
was
mentioned
random.
that you fucking, you know, played a gig here, was that with the Couch Jackets band or
Yeah, dude, you were on your Nardwuar shit. Word. Yeah, that was my first real band. I was like just the keyboard player. But we did some like stupid amount of touring here and there. And yeah, we did go and play McAllen, which was really, really, really fun. And the food was insane. It was so dank in McAllen. The Mexican food was so good. That shit was good. And our
you
van broke
know,
down.
I'm curious now like what venue you played, but I doubt you'll remember, so I gotta do like my
I
own
remember what it
digging for
looks
that
like for
one.
some reason, but I don't remember what it's called. But I have this like weird, like exact vision of it in my head.
Mm.
But it was downtown. It was like on it was like in the downtown strip area.
What
Um,
year was this?
this would have been 2018 or something like that.
It was probably Yerberia. Maybe either Yerberia or Sina El Rey. Those are like the two main like
Hmm.
indie rock venues.
I wonder. I don't know. But it was a blast. It was so fun. I was blown away to see that pop punk wasn't dead. But
Oh, quick question. Was it kind of like outside? Was it like an outside space?
no, it was like a bar. It was kind of like a bar venue, you know? And like they didn't even have a stage. I'm pretty sure we just set up on the floor.
No shit.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure we
that's
just set up like on the fucking floor. And we played with a bunch of pop punk bands.
damn. I really gotta fucking figure this out now because that takes away the two that I just mentioned. Because one of them's inside, but it does have a stage. It is a bar, and then the other one is a bar, but it has an outside stage. So
Hmm.
I'm really
Dude,
curious.
you could also just live in ignorance about it forever because it's
No, I need to know, man. People need to know.
the people must know. I wonder,
And
I don't
you,
know. I bet it would sound familiar, it's always kind of familiar what something sounds like if you've played it and
it's gonna nag at me because I'm already like, what the fuck? Somebody that I had on here is familiar with, you know, McAllen and I can't figure out what venue they played. Nah, I
yeah, I
gotta.
just can't believe in that big ass state of all of the fucking cities I guessed was yours.
I know. And it's like probably the most, no, one of the most like unknown ones for sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, like it's definitely kind of a random place. Not for
It's
you. because that's
It's so
home.
cool that,
Is that where you
eh,
are right now?
yeah,
You're in
sadly.
McAllen?
Yeah, I mean it has its ups and downs, but I mean it's
Dude, I
it's
loved it, man.
it's
I thought McAllen was so much fun.
yeah. I just really need to fucking get out of here one day, but oh well. For now, I guess it's fine.
Dude, yeah, man. I had to get the fuck out of my fucking town too, bro. I feel that. But you'll do it, man. Everybody goes at their own pace.
You've ever been to Austin?
Yeah, we played Austin like just a few days after we played McAllen, and
Oh yeah, South by, right?
yeah, God, it was so I hated playing South by so much. I hated it
Why's
so.
that?
It was just terrible, man. It was so ass.
The
Like
reception or what?
it's just insane. Like it's just the most insane frenetic thing I've ever been a part of.
Mm, no
Like there's
shit.
just way too much going on at any given South by. I was just like, I think it was just really overwhelming. And it's also really, it like sucks when you're playing like, we played some dumb show, like pretty shitty shows. We played like six or seven just not super cool shows. We did play this cool like rooftop show that was fun. Um, but most of the show, but then all of our gear got stolen at that show too, so it was like
Oh,
also terrible. But but yeah, no, it was just really like, moving the gear like all day, like being on foot and like driving was impossible and it's like, oh dude, you're such a bitch, bro. These logistical things, like who cares? I don't I was just like I was also like dealing with like these new mental illness symptoms that I was getting for the first time because it was like a late kind of a late bloomer to mental illness. And so it was just like it was like bad timing. I had a real bad South by though. I just like did not I did
oh
not enjoy
shit.
it very much. I was like, dude, why do people fucking play this? This is ridiculous. But then I went to some shows where I was like, I see why they play this, actually, for sure. This makes sense. Like I saw Noah Cyrus at like some Sony stage that looked like really insane uh and it was like but it was at the same exact time there were like also 1,000 other shows happening throughout the city, and just that like 90% of them nobody's like even hanging out at really. Um so yeah, it was just I just it was just it just wasn't for me. I don't know. I guess I I'm also just not a huge festival guy, I guess too,
Mm,
like it's not super my thing. And South by is a very different kind of festival. Like it's a very unique sort of thing, I feel like, when it comes to music festivals, but I don't know. But yeah, I've been to
gotcha.
Austin.
Hey, but I was curious on this. I'm pretty sure it's by you. This release I saw under something else that's not Banzai called Preludes. I saw that came out in 2013.
What? Oh, dude, you're talking about my
Pre
my like prepubescent classical work, classical music. Dude, so I really love classical music, and when I was a kid, I wanted to be a classical composer, like when I was like a teen. And yeah, that's just like the first thing I ever dropped in my entire life.
oh
Um,
shit.
I was like right after I first discovered Bandcamp. I thought Bandcamp was so cool. I was like, holy shit, this
It is
this is like
fucking
really fucking
cool.
cool. Um, I was like stoked that it was like social media for music kind of. It's not really like it's way more just like a store, but like I liked that you could listen to everything that was on it too, and like you didn't have to buy the stuff, you could just stream it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like I would back then I was so obsessed with classical music. I was obsessed with like classical piano music. I just loved it so much. And yeah, I just like I would try to like I was specifically obsessed with how it looked on the page, like how it looked when people wrote it down too. Like I thought it looked so cool.
Mm.
Um and I started listening to classical piano music because I just thought it looked the best, like on the page. Like it was like works of art. It was so complicated and like I grew up playing drums, And because I liked that it was like rhythmic and stuff, but then I realized that like piano music was so much more rhythmic than drums were, you know, like there is so much more rhythmic complexity in a piano work than there is in a lot of like sort of the stuff I was playing in like
Mm.
the percussion section of the band as a teenager, you know. Um and I thought that was really cool. And so and so yeah, that's just those are just piano songs that I wrote on. I wrote, but I couldn't play the piano yet, like at all. Um, so I wrote it on like just a um what would you call it? Like a key roll, like a
Mm.
like on MIDI, like just a MIDI key
MIDI.
roll on like a
Yeah.
DAW. I think I
Mm.
used like Sonar or something. And I would like painstakingly like make all the dynamics right and stuff. It was so terrible.
Oh
But I would
shit.
do that just to compose it, just so I can write it down because I just thought it was so badass to be able to write it down on like paper. And it sucks because like the recordings still exist, but I don't think that the papers do. And I would love to see, but I would love to see them. I bet they would be really fun to look at. And I bet they're like full of errors and they're like totally wrong. But yeah, I was like such a nerd for that shit when I was a kid.
I listened to some of the soundtrack for Furnishing as well, and that kind of gave me this like Brian Eno vibe, and I was
That's
like,
so
this
fucking
dude.
funny, bro. That I was like 12 years old when I fucking dropped that stupid
I
shit, bro. I didn't
was
even
like, this
remember that
dude.
existed until like like 2 weeks ago, like at
I
all.
mean, if you would have kept up with it, I for sure think. I mean, you still probably could like have like potential at like scoring a movie or something, because it sounds like soundtrack movie shit.
Yeah, kind of.
And it's
Well,
crazy that you were that young though. Wow.
yeah, I was a little fucking kid. It's funny, I like the release date was set to like 2025. Like I was like, I don't know when I'll finish this, and so I just put it at 2025. And it's funny because it's like the release date that I set. I purposely set a release date that I was like farther out than I could ever have imagined.
No
You know,
shit.
I was like 2025 is about as far as I can imagine right now.
When I saw that, I was like, did he just fucking upload this? Like,
Fuck
what the
no,
fuck?
dude. No, 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 no. I genuinely just I said it as that when I was a kid. No, dude,
Oh,
I couldn't
wow.
imagine. I have no idea how I could ever log into that Bandcamp account, dude. There's no universe
Ah,
I could log into that Bandcamp account. No
oh
way.
man. I mean, there was some good
Or else
stuff
I'd
on
probably
there
just
though.
delete this stuff. Like it's kind of embarrassing, you know.
You don't remember the email either, or what?
The what?
Like you don't remember the login at all, like the email connected
No,
to
I
it,
don't
or
remember I don't remember any of that shit, no. No
shit.
idea. I'm sure I use like my Yahoo email that I have that is just totally lost to time.
And you mentioned you were going to school and you got a bachelor's. Was that in philosophy?
Yeah, I got my degree in philosophy.
You
Um,
know, when I
which was a huge regret of mine for sure.
well, it's funny because um I kind of, have listened to some of your songs and gotten this vibe that like holy like when I found out that you were a philosophy major, I was like this kind of makes sense on certain songs because it kind of gives stoner philosopher vibes on some of them.
Yeah, I'm the stoner philosopher, bro, for sure. I do be baked all the time, so um, but that's funny. I wonder I wonder what would give you that impression.
Well, because some of the lyrics are like, kind of existential, but at the same time witty and humorous. So
Sure.
that's why I kind of landed on that assessment. It's not
Yeah,
even
I
an
can't even.
assessment. It's just like a little tag, I guess.
It's my tag. That's my fucking tag, bro. That's my producer tag.
Own it.
Is God is dead and we've killed him. Uh, but yeah, no, uh yeah, that's what I got my degree in. That was pretty regrettable. Uh,
You know, if
I didn't really learn anything when I was in college. Like college, I was like blown away at um how little I actually learned in my college experience, which is funny because like I was so dumb before I went to college, it was like I definitely needed college, but I don't really know what for, you know.
the experience, I guess.
Yeah. I was mostly just on the road with the boys a lot of the time, like I took a year off for them and shit. And
I'm sure you like read a lot of shit, right? 'Cause
that's the
I
thing, dude, is
imagine.
that I kind of just didn't at all. Like I really was not that interested in philosophy. I read because I had to. But it's fun. Getting the degree got me interested in it though. Like I realized like right after I graduated that I genuinely just became interested in it. Like I only got my degree in philosophy because I really wanted to get out of college and it just sounded like it was the quickest way to get out. Like it just sounded like it would take the least amount of classes for me to get out. Like I could be done in like a year, so I did. I just did the easy thing, like as on and this is something I'm like mad at my parents out about these days. Is like it's like I sort of like always just did, when I was like a younger person, like always just kind of did the easy thing because like I just genuinely had no ambition instilled in me, Like I did not ever think about the future or like what I could be. Um and and so like yeah, like pissing on my college education was like a huge extension of that, I think. Because I should not have gotten a fucking degree in philosophy, that's fucking for sure.
Damn.
Um, I don't know what
I mean,
instead, but I mean
but
now
at
it's
the
getting
same
starting
time
to feel
though,
like every degree is fucking pointless.
at the,
It's
yeah, like
starting to feel
at the same time, at least you got a degree. I mean, what can you even use it for though?
nothing,
Like
dude. I haven't
genuine
used it for
question.
anything.
Oh,
I haven't used it for goddamn anything.
well, at
Not,
least you
not
got
to
like
my
a
knowledge.
fancy paper, bro. You know,
Yeah, I
most
don't even know
people
where
don't
it
have it.
is. I put it. I don't even know where I last left it.
Where is that dang thing?
I don't know where I last
Um,
put that thing down. Where's that dang thing?
but yeah, I was like, no, I'm not gonna lie, dude. When I saw this interview of you, or when I was like hearing you talk about stuff, a part of me was kind of intimidated because I was like, this dude sounds fucking like too smart for me to,
Dude,
crack down or.
I probably would cringe so hard if I heard that shit, bro. Like I genuinely I really hope that like there's no plays on whatever the fuck you're referencing or or anything, dude, because that I'm sure I'm saying the stupidest shit, bro.
Eh, some of it, some of it was like, I kind of, was trying to make sense of. Like I do understand it on a surface level, but I was like, dude, he's using too many fancy words. I don't know what the fuck.
This guy's wordy. Yeah, that's to my chagrin totally. I am not I am a super terrible hang, bro. Like I'm sorry,
No,
I
you're
just am,
not.
bro. I'm unfortunately like I'm a tough crowd.
No, I'm.
I don't know. I do read a lot now ever since college. And I do find that I am actually interested in a lot of things that s- didn't give a single fuck about when I was in college, now that I'm out of it. Which sucks because like I probably could have actually, gotten a lot out of the fact that I had to read the texts and stuff if I actually did it. I never read anything I was assigned to read. I was so just like get on the internet and summarize it. Like I hate it because like, in retrospect, I should have just I should just learned that I shouldn't have read Kant. Like I should know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Mm,
But I just don't.
I mean, look, you you had other shit going on. You were in a band, And I feel like the actual people that do their assigned reading homework and actually like apply themselves to their education are like normies, dude. I've never met like an
Bitches,
actual
bro.
I've never met like an actual person that gave a fuck and all that that wasn't involved in like some creativity outlet thing, you know? So
Yeah.
it could
Well,
be
now
because
it
of
like now I think, it seems like it's really emphasized that, everybody has to have their like creative thing. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the fact that I have been living in big cities for the past 3 years. But yeah, I feel like everybody I know has like some sort of artistic pursuit or like a hobby or something. And
Mhm.
and that's great. Um, that's great. It's good.
It's
Good
great and
thing.
bad because more competition, bro. More competition.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But man, I can't be thinking about competition though. Like I'd lose my mind, bro. I'd lose my marbles if that's
Yeah.
all I
Yeah, true.
because like everything it's like the thing is that like there is no the competition is the illusion, bro. There is no competition. Like it's just been rigged always. It's all rigged, you know? That's why people are so mad at Nepo babies, is because like they literally are an affront to the very concept of competition because they just didn't have to compete at all, you know? Um,
Fuck, dude. Um, holy shit. You said Nepo baby, and fuck it. I was like debating whether to say this or not. The first thing that came to my mind was Claro, and then I
yeah.
thought about that song you have.
Which one?
Fucking Love Me Back, Claro.
Oh yeah, let me back Claro. Oh yeah, dude. I totally that's right. I genuinely have no fucking recollection for why I would have called that song that though. Like I just don't remember at all why that would be the name. But that is funny. Like because she totally is like a nepo baby or something, right?
Yeah, from what I know, yeah. I
I don't really. Yeah, I would have. I'm sure that makes sense. But that's what I'm. That's the kind of thing is it's like anybody who's like doing really well, like check and see if their parents have Wikipedia pages. They probably fucking do. Like,
Jeez.
for sure. Like see if that dad has an IMDb credit or two, or 70. Like it's like there is, I think the main point of the sort of who gets what part of the economic system that we live in is pretty much like about touting the illusion of a competitive market that is actually just just the rich people, having free reign, like first dibs on everything, right? Like, it's the illusion of competition. It's like when we talk about free trade, we call it free trade when it's like not really
Free.
free at all. Like it's like super. It's like it's really really like cutthroat who's trading and who's not. Like they don't want it to be free at all. Um, so yeah, which probably shows that there's like an actual uh defect in the concept of competition, right? Like it's like basing all society off of it might not work because at a certain point, competition just becomes like staying on top forever, which is just the
The
opposite of competition.
the real competition is just yourself, man.
No, for real though, that is facts though, dude. I'd be competing with myself all day, every day, bro. I'm always throwing hands at my bitch ass self.
I saw this weird ass uh found footage film. I'm blanking on the name of it. It was kind of dog shit, but it was like some dude making like a home video type of movie of him trying to make a movie for Anne Hathaway, but at the same time he's like downward spiraling and like killing these actresses during it. It's called Something
Well,
Kitten.
that sounds
And it's like it's fucked up, but I googled like has Anne Hathaway seen, that movie or something? And there's like Reddit forums of people asking the same questions. So they're like curious as well. Do you think she's seen it? And people are like, I'm pretty sure like her agent or something is aware of it, but as far as her seeing it, who knows? So I'm gonna use that to ask you, do you think Claro might know about that fucking song?
There's no way. No, absolutely not. There's no way. There's no universe. Unless she watched
The
uh
Hulu show.
the 80 Bryant episode that it's in. Um,
Um, so what was the name of the show again?
it was this Hulu show called Shrill. But there's
Real.
like genuinely no reason why she would have other than that. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And
I
I've
mean,
never even thought for a second that she might have.
it blew up though, right? It kind of got a lot of streams or no?
No, not really. I don't think so. I have no clue what
Uh,
how many times that song has been played, but it can't be that very many at all. It cannot be that many. There's no way.
are you being humble, dude? I feel like this article like said like an exaggerating amount of streams. It's
It's
got like
definitely
millions.
not anything close to crazy.
Uh,
It's also just kind of a whack recording. It's kind of a whack song. So like I was still doing it up lo-fi style. Then I don't know, the song's kind of fun. But it's just like a verse. Like this is just a verse. Like there's like nothing to it really.
I wanted to talk a little bit about BF Forever too.
Oh,
So
let's talk about it. I'd love to talk about it.
I was driving to it the other day, and this kind of goes back to like the stoner philosopher thing. At like certain like stoplights, I'd like kind of focus in on what you were singing, and so some of it was giving me like existential dread, but then relief at the same time. And I feel like that's kind of like for me the album as a whole too.
Hmm.
Like it had
Interesting.
both of those feelings of it.
Hmm. That's cool. I like that. That's fun. Well, I really like I'm not into making music anymore that isn't like somewhat hopeful. Like I wanted like I feel like um Be It Forever is like the beginning of this like kind of arc that I'm interested in pursuing with sort of just like the ethos of music, which is just like power. Like how do you sow like power into the chords and the words and the sounds and the overall just gravitas of the mix? Like how do you make like how do you activate just somebody who's like literally listening, just doom listening to like whatever's coming up on their fucking shuffle or whatever? Like how do you fill that person with more power than they were expecting from that? And I think BF Forever was like I almost was like wanted to go like like Christian stadium rock level with some of the like that's the kind of thing that I mean by power. I feel like, is like it's like the feeling that like somebody gets when they're like pretty certain that God is in the room, like um but not like I don't know, not like
Leiden.
not indoctrinated and weird, but like just like I don't know, like Fight Club is a movie that I am bringing up a lot right now, but like, and I probably do it with my friends a lot right now just because it's fresh on the brain, but it's like a movie that literally genuinely when you're done watching it, like you feel so empowered by it. And I just think it'd be cool if there was like a music version of that I could, that I could
Mhm.
visit. And so I think Forever is sort of the beginning of my first experiment and like what that might sound like. Even though of course there are some like really just like more dumb, lighthearted tracks, going on. Uh, yeah, but that's cool.
So
I'm glad that I gave you that. That's tight that I gave you that that sensation that
Yeah, like
impression.
the same feeling I've gotten from like when I don't smoke for long periods of time and then, you know, I hit a blunt or something and I have that moment where I'm like kind of like the song, you know, I'm too high right now. I'm too high and I have like this mini panic attack, but then it immediately is washed over by like chill the fuck out, dude. You're just high, you know, like ride the wave. That's kind of like
Yeah.
the the album in a nutshell for me. Like there's certain parts where I'm like, oh shit, this guy's talking about real shit, but he keeps it light at at certain modes, and then overall it just kind of it's just like not too serious but not too light, and it's kind of like got the good combination of both.
In
And
retrospect, I think it is a little too serious. I think I went too a little overboard with the sentimentality, but I was like really depressed when I was making it. So like I think I just like lost the plot a bit. I would definitely pull back on a lot of the sentimentality factor if I was editing it for quality today, you know. But I that's cool that you think that, man. Like I definitely was keeping that balance in mind, was trying to sort of make something where it's like this appeals to the lighthearted jokester music lovers and also the people who kind of want something that feels a little bit more like stirring. Those are I feel like I just genuinely want to imbue the listener with like power. Definitely more power than hope. I guess there's
mm.
like hope is like what Democrats do, I feels like. You know, like they like hope is like for like hope doesn't get anything done, you know? And like I think that's what's cool about maybe like because like BF Forever has a bit more of a hope theme to it, it seems like. Like maybe there is hope or maybe there's not. But
mm.
I think that you know what I'm a little bit more interested in doing is like um I don't know. I don't really write a lot of songs anymore, but like it'd be cool to write like a song that convinced somebody to like shoot a fucking CEO, you know, like that'd be tight.
Oh shit.
That'd be
I
hype, you
think
know, like
that
that'd be sick, you
I
know.
think that
Uh,
song exists already though, and that Luigi guy probably already listened to it a lot.
yeah, I wonder, wait, is it like does everyone like know what he was listening to when he
What
committed
if
the
it's
act?
totally like a curveball fucking artist like Billy Ray Cyrus or some shit?
I bet it was Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. I want something else.
Do.
He's like fucking dude, that would fill me with a lot of determination. Um,
Or like a lot of
you
pumped
know, I
up
mean, it's
kicks, you
like
know?
it'd be like to like make music that like makes people want to like do sh like I I feel like people like listen to music to have no emotional reaction whatsoever to it a lot now, you know, like
Mm.
it's just about it being on, you know, like having like a white noise machine is just on, you know. Um,
Yeah.
like, it feels like a lot of people do kind of relate to it like that, and that just sucks. I don't know, like how do you make music that sort of inspires the listener to not be passive when everything in their society like inspires them to be passive, like to just be a passive consumer or experiencer of like X thing. It's like
Hmm.
yeah, it's like how do you make something that is just a little bit more captivating than that, like a little bit more um demanding of the listener's like attention. And that probably doesn't exist. Like like we probably really are just sort of like mentally bungled as you know, in a societal scale to the point where like we really are just sort of like fated to have less, you know, be just like less stimulated by music because it's everywhere all the time. Um,
For real.
and like there's every human will become more familiar with something, and the more something becomes more familiar, the less it becomes like an object of intrigue, right? Because it's commonplace, right? It's like human brains are about excluding information that isn't important or relevant to the system, and disregarding it as noise so that it can you know efficiently gauge the task at hand or whatever. I think that that's sort of our relationship to music now. We're just, and that makes me like that like makes the incentive to want to like make it so hard too, though, like it
Hmm.
makes me think more like, damn, dude, like I should be like a lecturer or something where I do make music that's genuinely just supposed to be like listened past rather than listened to, you know, talk my knucks. This looks so hard, bro. I should get
I
some
feel
nut
like
tats, huh?
you should. I feel like it might happen like at least once a decade where like a consumer of entertainment does kind of fucking unravel and like do something totally crazy. Like the ones that come to mind is like the guy that shot John Lennon was so into that Catcher in the Rye
Mark
book.
David Chapman. Right.
And then yeah, yeah. And then the guy that shot the Pantera guitarist was so heartbroken over their future breakup that the band was gonna break up that he shot the fucking dude. um
He's like,
and
don't
then
break up, I'll fucking kill you. That's crazy.
and then the classic like blaming violence on fucking like 90s and 80s video games type of shit. I feel like it does happen like periodically. It might happen soon. Who knows? Maybe people are just not that captivated by something yet, but it'll probably
Yeah.
happen.
Dude, I do see, I mean, we live in a world of burnouts now. Like, it's, if you're a part of like first world society, you're probably pretty burnt out. And yeah, I think that like, um, it's like, I don't know, like if you do something really pleasurable over and over and over and over again, like eventually it just dulls the the pleasure part of it.
Desensitizes you.
Yeah. You're not as incentivized to experience that exact same thing again, because it just
Yeah.
kind of dulls over
Dope
time.
Dopamine wears out. Um, I don't mean to get deep or what. It's not that deep, but like I feel like the only shit that really triggers people now is just like political stances and views.
Yeah,
That's what
that's really,
causes people to go violent now.
yeah, well, because clearly like dismembered children and shit doesn't or whatever. Um like
Sit
yeah,
well with
I mean
folks.
you're right. It's definitely like shit's really topsy-turvy kind of. And uh I think I don't really know what the fuck is going on at all either, but like, yeah, it seems like that's sort of really like a convenient um sort of propaganda device, it seems. Like make the make the American public uh make them divided over only two stances, and then make them basically have like a theological relationship to those two stances. And you have essentially like a war of ideas where like nobody um yeah, nobody is you know they're just sticking to the prompts. It's like they're thinking about the key terms, they're thinking about the key words, the catch words, and uh it's just all really stupid and banal. Like it's um yeah, I mean people aren't really um everything's also been like eaten up by politics too, like um everything is political, so if um so yeah, so it gives the illusion that politics is everything, I guess, a lot more makes that feel a lot more emphatically true, even if it's not.
And it doesn't help that everybody wants to feel part of something, which is, I guess, not bad, but it feels that feeling even more, like of people wanting to really stand up for what they believe in, and
Hmm.
sometimes it takes them to extremes.
Dog, thanks for talking, man. Good hang.
Good hang, bro.
Um,
I didn't even get to that list, but fuck it.
what list?
That 10 songs of yours that like I do it with each guest as I go through them. They say like a little memory or something that comes to mind, but
Oh,
fuck it,
damn.
you know.
Dude, we had too many we had bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, we did, and
We
it's cool,
sure
man.
did.
It's not like
Yeah.
it's totally essential to the pod. It's just something I
Yeah,
do.
that would have been fun though. I would have liked to do that. I probably wouldn't have had much to say. So, I don't really remember. I hardly remember making any of this shit. But hey man, well hey, it was great to meet you, Christian, man. I my roommate Christian just got back, so I'm gonna go hook it up with him. My roommate has
Yeah,
the same name as you.
you're gonna hang out with another Christian now.
Yeah, another fellow Christian. All right, man. Well, hey, it's great to meet you, and hit me up if you need anything at all in this life.